Welcome back, my wasted youth. This is Rev taking you through Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition. When last we left our intrepid hero, we had finished everything, and now we are going to check out some of the new pieces of our Pokedex and take a look at, well, everything else. This will finish up the game. So, right now we're going to look at the Machop family, then we are going to go down to the Tentacool family. Then the next single one on the list, just for numbers, is going to be Onix. So let's take a look at those right now. And so here is what we've got for the Pokemon in the party. We have got our Machop. Hey, that's perfect. We have got a Machoke. And if you remember, we did trade for, well, Ricky, who is our Machamp. Perfect, available only by trading, and, well, we did. There is our Tentacool, and here is our Tentacruel. And the one Pokemon that took a lot longer than it took to catch Mew, this is our Onix. Okay, well, you know, that's great, but, what's next? Well, next on the list, we are actually going to go through and it looks like we are going to start with the Geodude family. Well, we've got Geodude and a Graveler. We don't have that Golem. Unfortunately, we just can't get it. It's available only by trading, and we're not going to be there. But we will be able to see a Ponyta, a Rapidash, and the Slowpoke family. So, that's where we are right now. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Well, we have got this Geodude, which, hey, that's great. We have a Graveler. Now, like I said, we cannot trade for a Golem, so it's unfortunate, but we just can't do that. We do have our Ponyta, and we do have our Rapidash. Wonderful. Now, we also do have our Slowpoke, and this is the Slowbro. Hey, that's great. Now, again, what are we going to be looking for now? Some of these are going to be really tough to level up if you don't actually plan on using them in the party. We'll get there, and you'll definitely see what I mean. Now, we are going to be looking for a Magnemite and a Magneton. We've already seen our Farfetch, so it's Doduo and Dotrio, as well as the Seal family. Well, if you'll remember, we did trade for that Dugong, so we will be able to see that as well. Now, let's take a look at the Pokemon we've actually got here. We're going to start out with the Magnemite. This is the one that we actually taught Flash to. And, well, that didn't do anything for us. Now, its evolved form is the Magneton, and yeah, we've got that too. Now, here is a Doduo. And our Dotrio. Wonderful. And this is the Seal that we caught. And of course, if you remember, this is Cezanne, the Dugong that we traded for. Hey, that's great. Okay, so now what are next on the list? And this is really the only real problem with trying to find out doing the list this way. It just takes so long to get down to the bottom of it. However, what we'll have now is we are going to have a Grimer and our Muck, and if you'll remember, our Muck is named Sticky. Then we'll have Shelder and, well, a new one for us. And Ghastly and our Haunter. We will not be able to trade for a Gengar, but we'll get there. Now let's take a look at what we've got here. Well, we're going to start out with this Grimer. Okay, and then we're going to go right into our Muck, named Sticky. Then here is our Shelder. And if you'll notice, we actually have two Shelders. Well, that's gonna change really quick. We are going to use a Water Stone on this second one, and it turns out Shelder is evolving. And Shelder is evolving into our very own Cloyster. Hey, perfect, man. We've seen Cloyster before, and now we have one of our very own. Well, okay, what else do we have? We have got our Ghastly, and we have got our Haunter. But now, like I've said, we are unable to trade within the game for the Gengar. So, that is going to be unfortunate, but we won't be able to get Gengar. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that we are going to find that we have already seen this Onix. So the next ones on the list are going to be this Drowsy, a Hypno, the Krabby family, and the Voltorb family. Hey, beautiful! And so let's take a look at these ones now. Here is our Drowsy. Okay. And our Hypno. Yeah, these have not been in our party at all. And, you know, that's fine. There's our Krabby and our Kingler. And these are the two that we actually had to go back to the power plant to get. Here's our Voltorb and our Electrode. Hey, that's great. Okay, so now what is next on the list? Well, this is where it starts getting good now. There are still going to be quite a few that we have seen and some that we actually haven't, believe it or not. So now in this area, we are going to have an Execute, a brand new Executor, our Cubone family, and Hitmonchan. Unfortunately, we had to make the choice between Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Of course I went with Jackie Chan. And then you'll see the Lickitung that we caught. We have actually caught two of them, which means now we're able to trade one. So, let's take a look at those now. And the new Pokemon we have are, well, here's our Cubone. Okay, and here's our Marowak. Wonderful, and now we have got two Executes. Oh, you know, that's going to have to change. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the items and use a Leaf Stone on this second Execute. So that now Execute is evolving. We have actually seen its evolved form, and it is an Executor. Hey, that's great. Our very own Executor, which is fine, but we're not going to be using it. And here is our Hitmonchan. Wonderful. And our Lickitung. Now, we will actually be coming back to Lickitung. We have caught two, but one of them we caught just for trading. So, what is now next on the list? There are going to be some that we still have not seen, and one that is going to kind of be a bit of a trick for us, I think. And that is going to be... The next ones on the list are going to be the Coughing and the Wheezing, but unfortunately in Pokemon Yellow, we are unable to catch those. So we will be able to see the Rhyhorn and our brand new Rhydon that we actually traded for. We don't even know what its name is yet, so we'll find out. We'll have a Chansey and a Tangela. We've already seen this Kangaskhan, and so then it just comes down to the Horsey and the Seadra. Perfect. And this is what the next group looks like. Yes, this is our Rhyhorn. Hey, perfect. And this is the Rhydon that we traded for. Yes, its name is actually Buffy. Okay, that's fine. Here is our Chansey and our Tangela. Wonderful. And now here is our Horsey and finally our Seadra. Perfect. Okay, so with all of that, what is next on the list? Yeah, we are almost done with all of this now. I think we've got a few more, but really not all that many, and that's very good. So now we are down to the spot where we are looking for our Goldeen, our Sea King, a Staryu, and a brand new Starmie for us, as well as our Mr. Mime, which in this case is not named Marcel, and our Scyther. Unfortunately, we are not able to see Jinx in this Pokemon Yellow. In Pokemon Red and Blue, we can trade for it, but we can't trade for it in Yellow. And now let's take a look at one more set of what we've got. Here is our Goldeen, that's fine, and our Sea King. Perfect. And now we have 2 Staryus. Okay, well you know that's going to have to change. So we are going to go into our items down to the bottom and use a water stone on, well, this Staryu. Now, Misty has actually used a Starmie, so we do know what one looks like, but we haven't had one of our very own, and, well, now we do. Staryu evolved into Starmie. Perfect. Okay, so now we also have got our Mr. Mime. Yeah, Miles. Yeah, I still don't like the name. And here is our Scyther. Wonderful. And now we just have, well, a few more. Really not that many. We, I think, have got less than 20 left, which is perfect. So let's see what the next group is. And that, we still don't know what number 20, 125, and 126 are. And for now, that's fine. The next ones on the list are going to be our Pinsir, a Tauros, a Magikarp, and a Gyarados. Then we've got the Lapras, which we've definitely seen, and my favorite of all time, Ditto. And so let's see what we've got here. We have got our Pinsir. Okay. We have got Tauros. We have got our Magikarp, which is totally useless. That's fine, but it does evolve into a Gyarados, which, hey, why not? Then we have our, oh, well, no surfing there. Okay, we do have our Lapras as well. And, of course, we have my favorite of the bunch, Ditto. Yeah, perfect. Now, the other 2 that we didn't get a chance to see are 2 that are, one is a red exclusive and one is a blue exclusive, and there is no way to get them without trading in Pokemon Yellow. But, you know, that's okay. Sometimes we are just limited to what we can and can't do. Now, in this case, the next group is going to be EEVEE. I'm also going to evolve EEVEE into something that isn't going to be a Jolteon. So we'll see that. But, yeah. Then we've got a Porygon. Then we have the Omanite, which is where our trick is. We'll see that in a little bit. Then we will also have the Aerodactyl and a Snorlax. Now, we don't have a Kabuto, which also means we don't get the Kabutops. We are going to be evolving the Omanite, though. And as far as these 2 missing spaces, one of them is a Flareon, the other is a Vaporeon. We'll see which one I evolve it into. We've already seen the Jolteon, so I'm not going to evolve it into that. Now let's take a look at one last shot of this. So here is our EEVEE. We do actually have one, but that will be gone very soon. Now, with Omanite, if you'll take a look at its stats, we're very close to leveling up. We'll get there. Now here is our Porygon. We will be leveling up that Omanite just very, very soon. This is our Aerodactyl. And our Snorlax. Brilliant. And one last, this is the, well, the first of the 3 legendary birds. Okay, so now what I would actually like to do is I would, believe it or not, like to use the Water Stone on EEVEE. Yeah, I know. I don't really have any real reason as to why I chose Vaporeon over Flareon, aside from, you know, I don't really think Vaporeon has really got a lot of screen time. So, now it does. But unfortunately, time restraint being what it is, I'm going to have to split the episode, with only about 5 more minutes till we see the very end of what we're going to do in Pokemon Yellow. We are now out of time. So I will show you 6 of the 7, yeah, that's it, just 7, that are left in our Pokedex. And next time we will see Zapdos, Moltres, the Dratini family, and both Mews. Till next time, thanks for watching. This has been Rev taking you through Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition. Till next time.